That record we worked on for a long time, and then it came out on this label from the Pacific Northwest, which is where we're from, Washington State, called Knuesel, and it was just repressed on captured tracks. Before that, we've only really done like a bunch of like CDRs and tapes and stuff that we recorded ourselves, but so we kind of like played a lot live and just like without really major and did tours without major releases for like 2 years before we even started working on our record.
Yeah, and then the 7-inch that we released was right after the album. And it came out around the same time Capture Tracks reissued.
Yeah. And it came out on like a small, like kind of zine label from Vancouver, BC, called Cruising USA. Another really cool label. And they do mail order only. So you have to like get a form, like fill it out, and like send like well-concealed cash in an envelope to like get the 7-inch. So it kind of screens out like random people buying it. It's cool. When we started being a band, I feel like there were a lot of bands that were really focusing on like having a really big internet presence as a way to like market themselves and their music, and it was like just like a really gross thing. And I feel like we just kind of
we have a band Vine now.
I think we just kind of like wanted to not experience our own music that way, and we didn't want other people to experience our music that way. But then we were like realizing that it was like really difficult for people to like figure out when we were playing shows and stuff. So just setting up like a really primitive internet presence was just like it's just kind of a joke on like the music. I mean, not a joke on the music industry, but it's like we're just like playing shows, and like I just think it's important that people realize that they don't have to like be on iTunes and like be on Facebook and like have a Twitter in order to like be a band and like make art and stuff. And they don't have to like be a product, like a marketing product, you know? There's a really cool zine series, or not series, but it's like a zine that's like a scene zine in Olympia called Nuts with an exclamation point. That's really cool.
I think it actually moved to the guy who ran it to New York.
This guy Ben who runs it moved to New York pretty recently, but it just like documents the scene, and it's like really like every issue is like super. It gets more and more beautiful. And there's another scene zine in Vancouver, BC called Dunk. It's like pretty new.
Yeah, the mail order label.
Yeah, Cruising USA does like a scene zine called Dunk in Vancouver.
Yeah, there was another one in Olympia called Crystal Ball. That was a pre-one. It was cool.
Nick got his art in it.
Yeah.
Got his art. He submitted his art. But so we created a fan club really recently just to try it out. We kind of just wanted to see how many people will go to our website. So a lot of people asked to be in the fan club, and then we just got their physical address and like sent them out like a zine and like posters.
Cool. Maybe we should just get like a GeoCities like counter at the bottom. How many visitors?
Yeah. I mean, it's not really to be like that like anti-establishment. Like we're not trying to be like really like political people. I mean, not that we are, but it's not really about that.
I don't
It's
really
more
think it's punk to like just have like a old.
Yeah, that's not really the point of it. We're not trying to be like too cool for school or whatever. I think it's just like
we just want to kind of control it.
We just want to do it our own way because it just feels fun. I think the other thing that's really cool is that we like always like talked about like prioritizing like being in a good zone with each other as individuals.
Yeah, like we've been really good. We've been friends for a really long time.
Yeah, but I think we've like, I just feel like whenever there's something like a weird vibe or something, like we're always prioritizing making sure like everyone feels cool about like the next thing we're doing.